guys and welcome back. So today's video is going to be about my travel essentials and kind of a what's in my travel bag video as well, a little bit of a hybrid. So I'm going to be talking about things that I like to take traveling, skincare tips whilst traveling, both for the flight and for actually like traveling as well. So just a few tips and products that I love using whilst I'm traveling. I've been traveling quite a lot recently and I've had quite a few of you asking me to make a kind of what's in my carry-on bag video and things like that. So here it is, let's get into it. Starting off, the first thing I always take if I'm traveling is a big handbag. This is the one I'm taking at the moment, which is from Aspinall. It's the Marylebone lightweight in the black and white colour, but basically I just want to make sure I can fit everything in my bag. And what's great about an extra large one like this is I can put my laptop in it, all that kind of stuff that I want, but I can still take everything that I need. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is skincare, because it's one of the most important things when you travel. I always used to think, oh, I can't be bothered to like take my makeup off and put moisturiser on the plane and things like that, because it can't make that much of a difference. But traveling a lot has actually made me realise, and I've had some bad experiences with it, that if you don't look after your skin when you're traveling, it can get really irritated and sensitive. And I actually even get like what I call the froggy texture of my skin. I don't even know what it is. I feel like it's dehydration, being on the plane and not getting enough sleep, and also probably not drinking enough water. That's another travel tip, drink a lot of water if you can. I'm so bad at that. But basically you really want to try and take good care of your skin, especially if you are going long haul, because you want to look amazing when you get there. And sometimes if you don't take care of your skin on the flight and on the trip, you can get really kind of irritated skin. Traveling is one of the main things that kind of irritates my skin and has done over the years. So the first thing I always take with me, no matter where I'm going, are face wipes. These are the simple kind to skin ones, which are my favourite kind of drugstore affordable version, because they're really good at taking makeup off. A lot of people ask me, why do I take face wipes or bother cleansing my skin? Why don't I just not wear makeup on flights? But you actually want to make sure you get everything off your skin, like dirt, oil, whatever, before you put other skincare on it. So it's always good to take face wipes on the plane. When I get there, I don't tend to use face wipes, however, because I want to kind of really make sure I get all of the makeup that I'm wearing off at night. So I tend to use micellar water for a couple of different reasons. Firstly, because it removes makeup super easily, like way better than any other makeup remover I've ever tried. I'm not entirely sure why. There's a real like technical science behind how it works, but I don't really understand it. But it's just so convenient. And most of the time when I'm traveling, I get really bad jet lag. Like I am the worst with jet lag. So sometimes I'm so tired, I just want something that's going to take all of my makeup off super quickly. So I always take micellar water with me, and at the moment I'm using the simple micellar water with triple purified water, which looks like this. And I'm so happy there's finally a drugstore high street alternative to a really decent micellar water, because I've been using them for years, but some of the traditional like French pharmacy brands are really hard to get in the UK, and they're also really expensive. This is really affordable. It genuinely works as good. I did like one eye with Bioderma and one eye with this, and this was as good as Bioderma. So for me, that is like absolutely amazing, super affordable, and you can get it in like Boots and Superdrug and stuff, so it's really easy to find. And what I really like about using micellar water as well, as opposed to a cleanser or a traditional kind of makeup remover, is that it leaves your skin feeling super clean but not squeaky clean. So it still leaves it feeling like moisturized and happy, and it just takes everything off. Absolutely love it. I also take the cotton rounds, but I tend to go for like the 35 pack so that they're travel friendly. For other skincare, I tend to pop it all into a plastic bag so I can just have it with me on the plane. I do tend to take a few other things, just like my normal routine, but travel specific stuff. The first thing I like to take is the Chapman overnight facial oil. This stuff is really great. It's meant to be an overnight treatment, but I find if I'm doing a long haul flight, pop this on and it just sinks into the skin and really kind of helps to stop your skin getting dehydrated. Really good stuff. I also really like the Quarterly Eau de Beauté spray. Such a princess product. It doesn't really do much, but it's really nice to use like throughout the flight if you're flying, and when you get there as well. If you're going on a hot holiday, it's really kind of refreshing to spray on your skin. Again, doesn't really do much, but it's just a really nice product, and it's good to kind of rehydrate your face every now and again throughout the flight. For eyes, I take the Elemis Absolute Eye Mask. This stuff's really good for flights because it's technically a mask, like you're meant to leave it on for 10 minutes, but it's the consistency of a cream. So it's really easy, like it doesn't look like you've got a crazy eye mask on, but it's really intensive and just leaves your eyes kind of nice and hydrated and not puffy when you get off the plane. Love that stuff. Hand cream as well, I think, is something that gets forgotten quite a lot. Sometimes I'm too busy thinking about my face that I forget to do my hands, so I always pack hand cream. This is the Soap and Glory Hand Food, which is one of my favourite hand creams, but it's the Sugar Crush version, so it's like really zesty and limey, really nice. And then lip balm as well is an utter essential for planes to stop your lips getting dried out. I really like this one from Creme de la Mer. I've been using this for a few months and it's really, really expensive, so it's kind of like a bit of a luxury treat product, but I love it. And then obviously a toothbrush and toothpaste. Probably not so essential if you are not going long haul, but if I'm going longer than like 5 hours, or if I'm going to be sleeping for a few hours on the plane, I really like to brush my teeth before I get off so that I feel fresh. Obviously you want to take these with you in your main luggage anyway, but I do take them with me in my carry-on if I'm going long haul. Hand sanitizer as well, I probably should have mentioned before. I always take this with me on flights. Not so much when I get to my destination for traveling, because usually you're able to find sinks to wash your hands in. However, if you're stuck in your seat, feel like sitting in the middle and you don't want to keep getting up and washing your hands, you know, every time you want to put moisturizer on or every time the food comes, things like that, this is just a really good way to kill germs on the spot and just, yeah, it smells great as well. This is the Bath & Body Works Island Margarita version, which I love. And then also a Travelo, which I've spoken about in my Festival Essentials video a couple of weeks ago, and I actually really love these. They seem like such a retro thing, but basically you fill them up with your favourite perfume and it means you don't have to lug around your full glass bottle of perfume. Or it also means if you have a few of these, you can take a few scents and it doesn't like really weigh your hand luggage down. I tend to keep my other products and bits and pieces sectioned out in little bags. These are particularly my favourite ones. I don't know what's going on here, there's like a loose thread. The clear kind of mesh ones, because you can see them in your bag and they're really kind of lightweight, but you can actually see through them, see what you've got in there. So in terms of non-liquids, I always take an eye mask, especially if I'm doing an overnight flight, because you don't know, you know, what person is going to have a reading light on or whatever. I always take some painkillers just in case I get a headache, period pain, anything like that, because there's nothing worse than being stuck on a flight and being in pain. And then another thing that's an essential for traveling, this is more so for when you arrive, are blister plasters, because usually when I'm traveling places, I walk a lot. I love walking, I love sightseeing and things like that. But you never know when you're going to need one of these. I always take with me a portable hairbrush as well, and I really like this one. This is just a Denman one, which I've had for years, but it has a mirror in it too, so it's really convenient if you, you know, need to put mascara on or whatever. Sometimes I take makeup on the plane, sometimes I don't. Depends what I'm doing when I actually arrive. Another essential, earplugs, not even just for the flight, but for when you get there and everything, because you never know if you're going to have noisy neighbours, if you're going to be staying in a noisy hotel, if there's a road outside that's super noisy, so I always take earplugs. And then the last thing in here are just some hairbands and hair grips, which I always have with me because I always want to like tie my hair up, and I've been on so many trips where I've forgotten hairbands and had to buy them, that now I always take them with me. Moving away from the product side of things into more of the kind of travel stuff, I always take a neck pillow with me, and I never ever used to do this until I discovered this specific neck pillow, which is the Evolution pillow from Cabot. I actually got this in an airport, but I'm pretty sure you should be able to get them online. But it's basically kind of like a neck brace made out of memory foam. So it's way more like substantial than normal neck pillows, but you literally cannot move. I find those little ones that you blow up, like the inflatable ones, don't really work. The squishy ones, they're too small. So when you actually like go to sleep, your head still ends up being like there and you still get neck ache. With these, they literally keep your neck, and you can, there's a clip at the front as well, so you can tie them like that, and they just keep, you can't move. Always get cold feet on flights, so I always take a pair of fuzzy socks. Another thing that I know sounds super geeky, but I always take with me is a luggage scale. These have saved me so much money over the years with excess baggage. Basically, it doesn't weigh very much, and you just use it, you hook it onto the handle of your suitcase and just test the weight before you go. I don't know how many times you guys have had overweight baggage and been unpacking it in the airport, trying to put on as many clothes as you possibly can and like shift things around between friends' bags. This cost me, I think, about £7 or something like that. So useful, definitely worth doing. It seems geeky, but it's actually like really, really good, and it saves time and stress in the airport. Obviously, a major essential, sunglasses. No matter where you're going. I just wanted to include these in this video because I love these sunglasses so much. They are from H&M and they were £6 and I love them. I always take a notebook and pen as well, just because a lot of the time I have like brainstorming sessions on planes and try and think of like new videos and blog posts and kind of ideas and stuff. I wrote a lot of ideas for my book down when I was on the plane as well. And on another note, my book actually has a lot of travel tips. If you're looking for more travel tips, my book has a whole section on it, so I'll pop a link down below to where you can get that if you haven't already got it, because I have a book, super exciting. And last but not least, in my giant handbag, I always keep a little pouch for electricals. So I always take with me a portable charger, because you never know when your phone's gonna run out of battery, and when you're traveling, that is the last thing you need. One is from Monster, but I have like 4 or 5 different ones of these. That's just the most compact. Then I keep an iPhone cable and usually a plug, but I don't have one in here at the moment. And then I also keep headphones. These headphones are from Bose, and Mike got me these for my birthday a couple of years, or last year actually. And I would never spend a lot of money on headphones because I always kind of lose them. I have to be super careful with these not to lose them because they're expensive ones. They have the squidgy bit that goes in your ear, so they're so comfortable. You don't get that real like horrible ear pain. I don't know if that's just me, but I hate that. When you have the hard in-ear headphones and they just make your ears hurt, these ones don't, and you can like fall asleep in them and they're fine. Love those. So that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you again soon with another new video. I upload every single Monday and Friday, so if you're not already subscribed, please do, and I'll see you next time. Bye. After my hair was finished, I headed back upstairs to my hotel room to do my makeup, and starting off with base, I used the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonshine, and I actually use this all over my face in place of primer, and I really